seconds.
Minus 35 seconds. Where's
Minus 30 seconds.
my
Your time
code?
programs activated.
Whoa! It's minus 10
Minus
seconds.
25 seconds.
Minus 25 seconds. Minus 25 seconds.
Minus 20 seconds.
Minus 20 seconds.
Minus
go.
15 seconds.
We're about to witness history right now. We are about
9,
10, 8, 7, 6.
5,
Yo,
4,
how are they counting that?
2, 1,
Oh, this is it.
0.
Whoa. Whoa.
Plus 5 seconds.
Plus 5 seconds. Oh,
That's a marvelous liftoff for PSLV
PT tracking.
Good
C-60
God.
SPADEX mission on the go.
Plus 15
Sleek
seconds.
PSLV core-alone vehicles saluted
Wow.
against the night sky. A beautiful sight to
that
behold.
is beautiful. That is beautiful. Let's just hope it does not turn into something else.
पूर्ण उत्थापन PSLV C-60 रॉकेट
Whoa.
का रात को रोशन करता हुआ PSLV C-60
That's liftoff.
अपने उद्देश्य
Rocket liftoff.
सभी तंत्र सामान्य निष्पादन करते हुए
Whoa.
रेंज ऑपरेशन डायरेक्टर ने इसकी पुष्टि की है
Like we've
प्रथम चरण का
seen
निष्पादन पूरी तरह सामान्य है
SpaceX flights so many times, but this is something different. It's Daisy boy.
प्रथम चरण का कुल कार्यकाल लगभग 111 सेकंड का होगा
Plus 1 minute.
That's awesome. That is just awesome.
S-139
Whoa.
motor currently thrusting.
So how the rocket flies, it goes up and then it starts to tilt because it cannot go keep on going up indefinitely.
Propellants take 111 seconds.
That's why it turns 90 degrees.
साफ इसलिए दूर तक हम देख सकते हैं
Whoa.
इस बार प्रथम चरण का प्रतिकन भी पूरी तरह साफ दिखाई देगा
Hey. Whoa. Lucky to witness this.
Sharp
Second stage.
प्रथम चरण के कार्यकाल
Like
के
it.
पश्चात उसे सफलतापूर्वक
Pray to all the gods. Look at that. Look at that.
तथा
Initially
द्वितीय
it
चरण
goes
PS2
and
स्टेज
eventually
हो चुका है।
oh, they're screaming.
The second stage has commenced its operation after the first stage separation. This stage burns on hypergolic earth-storable propellant combination of
Whoa.
hybrid of unsymmetrical dimethyl hydrazine
Even
and
I don't know what that
dihydrogen
means.
tetroxide. The
That's-
legendary Vikas engine
that's
developed
beyond my
800
graduation level.
kilonewtons thrust in vacuum.
Oh, there it is. There's the trajectory.
यान के सभी तंत्र सामान्य
Time 150, latitude, this much, altitude, 95 there.
यह द्वितीय चरण है
Space
जिसका कार्यकाल
border
लगभग 150 सेकंड का होगा
is around 100 kilometers. I mean, it's internationally recognized it's 100 kilometers
गिम्बल के मदद से
from the
दिशा निर्धारण
sea level. So it has crossed 100. Yeah, it's in space, proper space. Velocity 2.1 kilometers per second.
कुछ ही क्षणों में हम
Oh, wow.
पेलोड फेयरिंग यानी ऊष्मा कवच का प्रतिकन देखेंगे
C60 basically. Ooh, payload.
That's the next
That's the
major flight
payload.
event achieved, the separation of payload fairing.
Oh wow.
Second stage performance normal.
क्रमोचन
Second
यान
stage.
अब
There it is,
वातावरण से बाहर
PLP.
जा चुका है अब इसकी ऊंचाई लगभग
Range
130
184.
किलोमीटर हो चुकी है
Yeah, this is going fast.
ये ऊष्मा कवच की अब कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है इसे
2
यहाँ से
kilometers
दिया
per
गया है।
second. It is
The second
fast.
stage operation lasts
Azimuth
for 151
degrees.
seconds and will be jettisoned
Azimuth,
4
this one.
minutes 20 seconds into flight.
Relative velocity 2.9
Shah
kilometers per
and
second.
Port Blair stations tracking.
It's going to cross 3. So as it crosses the atmosphere, it's going to get faster, in fact, because it has less drag. Ooh.
द्वितीय चरण तरल
Okay.
आधारित चरण है इसमें लगभग
Phase 2 ignition is about to start, right?
तरल नोदक का प्रयोग किया जाता है
Like all the scientists just oh, please, please. Okay. 3.7 kilometers per second. That is fast.
इस गतिविधि में
That is
अगली
fast.
घटना होगी द्वितीय चरण का प्रतिकन तथा
Phase 2.
तृतीय चरण का प्रज्वलन शुरू
Oh, that is beautiful.
Third stage ignited.
All the claps in the background.
We are 4.5 minutes into flight and the third
4.5
stage
minutes.
has commenced
Third
its
stage
operation.
performance normal.
PS3
द्वितीय
ignition.
चरण को कार्यकाल के पश्चात
What?
सफलतापूर्वक
PS1
किया
ignition,
गया है।
separation, engine start, initiation. Okay.
तृतीय चरण ठोस नोदक पर
How fast is it
आधारित
going?
तृतीय चरण इसका प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है।
4.
पूरे तंत्र पूरी तरह सामान्य
Oh, see, every time there's a stage separation, it drops because it's going like that,
Third stage of
and then
PSLV
second,
operates on 7.6 tons
the next set of boosters
HTPV
starts
based
to.
solid propellant. Vacuum thrust
Ooh.
close to 240 kilonewtons and
Whoa.
close to 2 minutes burn time.
PS3 thrusting expected at T0 plus 286.
या तृतीय चरण
Wow.
HPS
Like all of them,
परफॉर्मेंस PS
all the team, all the scientists, just pray to all the gods. All the gods and goddesses you know of, just pray. This is it. Just one tiny speck of dust, it will just rip a hole through.
का प्रणोद उत्पन्न कर रहा है।
A bird and a regular plane, Boeing 747, one bird, let's say between 30,000 feet, around 10 kilometers, it hits the engine, it blasts. So imagine one tiny speck of dust in the atmosphere. And how fast is it going? 5.4 kilometers per second. It will just rip right through the rocket.
Closely following the prediction.
Whoa.
Plus 6 minutes.
Flight parameters, range. We're closing in on 800 kilometers now. Wow.
यान पूरी तरह अपेक्षित पथ का अनुकरण करता हुआ
Oh, the Hindi is heavy.
अब तृतीय
The Hindi is 6.2 kilometers per second. Whoa. I'm telling you, it's just going faster. Oh, okay. See, now it is finally starting to follow the trajectory of the Earth's
Third stage
geoid's
action completed.
shape. So it will just start to orbit.
The
Because
third
that's what
stage
satellites do, they orbit.
Approximately for 125 seconds.
Imagine that.
during the coast
The
phase along with
total
Shah and
computational
Korea stations,
power that
tracking
was
station
used
Singapore
to
also
send
starts to acquire
Neil and
tracking
Buzz
telemetry data.
Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin to the moon in 1969
कार्यकाल समाप्त हो चुका
is a
है।
lot
इसके
less
पश्चात कोस्ट
powerful than the
शुरुआत हो
phones
चुकी
that we
है।
have these days.
7
Imagine
का
that.
होगा
The total computational power.
बिना
Performance
किसी
normal.
प्रणोदन
Because
के
now the chips are
यान
approaching size of
निर्देशन
atoms,
निर्धारण
individual
करते हुए अपनी
atoms.
उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर
So,
बढ़ रहा है।
We don't need more speed, we need more efficiency. Like I
As
want
a
my
precursor to
computer
rehearse for Gaganyaan
to be as
mission,
fast as it
ground
is
stations will
without
support for
consuming
PS-17 C-60 launch
as
vehicle
much
for
electricity.
orbits 1 and 2.
Relative velocity.
पूर्वी दिशा का यह
Whoa.
मिशन है, इसलिए
Time, okay,
ground
another
stations
600
के
seconds, that is
साथ
5
पोर्ट
minutes.
सिंगापुर, यात्रागार,
No, 10 minutes, sorry, 600
Shetland, UK,
seconds. It's 10 minutes.
लाना और
Altitude,
मॉरिशस स्थित
kilometer
ground
8.
stations
What?
से ट्रैक कर
Relative, oh,
हम
kilometers
निरंतर
per
डेटा
second, that
उपलब्ध
is.
कराएंगे।
And altitude is 625 kilometers, okay. It is flatlined at altitude 354. What?
Plus 8
I don't get the chart. I'm not understanding the chart. Okay.
performance normal.
I need to revisit my engineering textbooks. But there's something doesn't make sense.
के सभी आंकड़े हम तक टेलीमेट्री डेटा द्वारा प्राप्त किए जाते हैं और उससे हमें
You saw the Bisleri bottle.
है कि सभी तंत्र सामान्य
Altitude 380. Okay, it's slowly climbing, but it's not climbing as fast. Velocity is stable at 6.3 kilometers per second.
ज्ञान अपने उद्दिष्ट दिशा
Oh, okay.
Third stage
Oh,
separated.
third stage.
We have the
Third stage.
confirmation from Range Operations Director that the third stage separation is
And this is it, right?
has taken
Third
place.
stage is it.
Fourth stage engine
Oh, we still got some boost.
Fourth stage, uppermost
Okay,
PS4 is
Fourth
currently
stage is has begun. Okay.
यहाँ कोस्टिंग फेज समाप्त हो चुका है।
Fourth stage
तृतीय चरण
performance
को
normal.
ध्यान से पृथक किया जा
Plus
चुका
9
है
minutes.
तथा इसके पश्चात
I mean, his hair looks like okay. Wait,
PS4 स्टेज का
PS3,
प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है
PS3
और
separation,
सभी तंत्र
PS4
सामान्य
engine
कार्य कर
start.
रहे हैं।
Okay, PS4 engine start means phase 4, right? Let's hope it does not. It's not as bad as Marvel phase 4.
current
Okay, wait, here we go. Here we go.
460
This chart,
kilometers.
right? This chart. Now this is time. We're almost close to 10 minutes. This is altitude and relative velocity, right?
यान की ऊंचाई 423
So this
किलोमीटर हो
is
चुकी है
around
तथा
500
इसके
though.
बीच
Then
6.39
what is it showing? 426.
किलोमीटर
Okay,
प्रति सेकंड। उद्देश्य कक्षा के लिए यह ऊंचाई
that's the only chart that I
476
couldn't
किलोमीटर की
understand.
हुई है तथा
What is that?
सापेक्ष गति 7.3 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड की प्राप्त करनी बाकी है।
Okay,
This stage will operate for
azimuth
271
147
seconds,
degrees.
Performance normal.
during which the rocket
We're almost
will
at 10,
ascend
10,
to
10
8
minutes.
meters in altitude.
That's it.
The relative
Oh,
velocity
we still have-
stands from 6.2
It's
kilometers per second to 7.3
The chart just zoomed out.
At
Oh, there it
12
is. There.
minutes, 12
Okay, satellite separation is at
the
that
PS
point.
pole shuts
All right. Okay. So this fourth stage booster will keep on pushing till it reaches that till it runs out of fuel, and then the satellite will start to orbit the Earth.
SPADEX B नामक दो अंतरिक्ष यानों को 476 किलोमीटर
Look at the blood pressure rising. Look at all that. He just gave up. That's enough. I don't have to see.
तथा SPADEX B दोनों ही लगभग 220 केजी के हैं।
Okay, payload 220 kilograms.
की
Okay.
सटीक प्रक्षेपण क्षमताओं का प्रयोग करते हुए इन दोनों
Like,
अंतरिक्ष यानों को कम से
Pray,
कम
pray to all the
100
gods and
किलोमीटर
goddesses at this point.
यान से पृथक किया जाएगा।
Satellite separation. Okay. Altitude 457.
को टारगेट
Okay, velocity is flatline at 6.7 kilometers per second. It will not go any faster.
इनके बीच
So all the boost that is being used is to maintain that,
का
right?
20
6
किलोमीटर का अंतर होगा।
relative velocity.
यह
Okay,
अंतर
slowly rising.
20 किलोमीटर
6.73, 6.74.
मौजूद प्रणोदन प्रणाली द्वारा
Okay, okay.
बनाए रखा जाएगा।
So okay,
दोनों जो तरीके
one is
से
for
प्रणोदन
speed,
प्रणाली का
the
इस्तेमाल
other one
करते
is
हुए
for
सीजर अंतरिक्ष यान
the
टारगेट यान के नजदीक आएगा और
range. That's
यह
why I
दूरी
was
जो 5
confused.
किलोमीटर से भी कम
In
होते
the
हुए
same
3
graph,
मीटर
there's
की हो
two,
जाएगी।
what do you call that?
अंतिम में
Two things.
दोनों अंतरिक्ष यान एक दूसरे से जुड़ जाएंगे, इसे हम डॉकिंग कहते हैं।
A lot of women
अंतरिक्ष यानों
participation.
के जुड़ने के बाद दोनों के बीच विद्युत शक्ति का स्थानांतरण का प्रदर्शन किया जाएगा
I'm pretty sure all of them were told to wear
फिर से अलग
nice
होंगे
dresses. I mean,
और अपने नियत
no?
भारों का उद्देश्य कार्य
well
निष्पादन
dresses.
करेंगे।
Look at this. Look at this. Satellite separation stage. This is phase
2 साल के जीवन
phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. This is the final stage. And which graph is this? What is that? This is what? Time. Relative to time, what is that?
SPADEX mission is ISRO's first endeavor to get two spacecrafts to dock in space.
To get
SPADEX
two,
has
okay.
indigenous technologies developed for this mission. Docking mechanism is homegrown. So are the suite of 4 rendezvous and docking sensors. The spacecrafts will carry power transfer elements.
Okay.
The two spacecrafts will autonomously communicate through
Fourth
inter-satellite
stage
communication
Whoa.
performance normal.
ISL
This guy is loud.
incorporated with inbuilt intelligence to know the states of other spacecraft. The novel relative orbit determination and propagation RDOP
Okay.
RODP processor used for SPADEX is GNSS based. It is meant to determine the relative position and velocity of other
Plus
spacecraft.
13 minutes.
The noteworthy thing is due to small size of SPADEX spacecraft,
Uh-huh.
the precision involved is higher than what is sufficient for a larger spacecraft.
Okay.
Indigenous novel autonomous rendezvous and
She's reading from
docking
a-
have
from a
been
script.
developed.
The lady announcer, she's reading from a script.
Vehicle in hosting phase before
चतुर्थ
satellite
चरण
separation
Vehicle in hosting
for
phase.
117
Okay.
seconds.
Okay, ghosting speed, that's it.
क्षणों
There.
में अंतक्षेपण के
So this is the same relation in the movie. What was it? Mangal. Was it Mission Mangal? About the Mangal mission, Mangalyaan mission. So in the movie, they beautifully showed that once you boil water or boil something, you don't need to keep adding more heat to it, right? You can just turn the heat down and let it let the oil.
Shut off.
You can still fry your fries in that oil, and then you start it on. Restart the heat. So you only need the boost once it starts to lose speed. It's like drinking milk or drinking tea. You know, warm up the tea, get your tea done, and then once it starts to lose, okay, I need to reheat it. So reheat it back. You don't have to keep reheating indefinitely, right? So that's the very bad
We are
analogy, but
few
it's
seconds
something
away
similar.
from this injection
So right
of
now it's in the
SPADEX
ghosting phase.
spacecraft,
The boost is shut off, the
followed
booster
by
shut off,
SPADEX A
and
separation, which will
still
take
the relative
few
velocity
seconds later.
is constant at 7.35 kilometers per second. So that means it's going there. Look at that. It's beautiful. Okay, for another 110 seconds, so that's roughly 2 minutes. Okay,
Plus 15 minutes.
plus 15 mics already. Altitude 476 there, it's coasting. And I heard the scientists say it's a ghosting phase. Whoa!
SPADEX B
Whoa!
and SPADEX A satellites are separated.
जी हाँ, और
A and B.
डायरेक्टर ने इसकी पुष्टि की दोनों
This
मुख्य
is range
उपग्रह
operation
SPADEX
director.
Okay, both
B और
satellites are
SPADEX
separated.
दोनों को
mission
सफलतापूर्वक
accomplished with respect
उद्देश्य
to
कक्षा में
SPADEX
अंतर्क्षेपित
satellite
कर दिया
separation.
गया है.
Wow.
But mission is continuing for PS4 orbital platform experiment, that is POEM-4, with
Okay.
2 phases of fourth stage restart. After 2 phases of restart, PS4
Okay.
stage orbit will be changed to 354 kilometer circular. The
Will
first
it
phase
come
of
back and
PS4
land
restart
again?
happens in non-visibility period. The second phase of PS4 restart takes place in the visibility period of Shetland in orbit 2. During the
Okay,
non-visibility period,
non-visibility
ground
period.
trace will be updated by extrapolation on the video
Because
wall.
now
The non-visibility
it's
period
it's
is
following the
approximately for
orbital
3100 seconds.
trajectory.
All the stations
Non-visible
involved in
phase.
operation shall continue in operations. Handing over to mission director.
This is Mission
Handing over
Director.
to director.
PSLV C60 SPADEX mission is accomplished with respect to SPADEX A
Wow.
satellites. POEM operations will continue. Thank you.
Jubilant
Wow, claps. SPADEX
atmosphere
B.
on the night of 30th December 2024.
SPADEX A.
ISRO has got its own space docking
Where's the
experiment.
Prime Minister?
Do continue to follow the social media
Wow.
handles of ISRO for the
That's
updates
it.
on the space handshake.
That is awesome.
Stay tuned for the address by Secretary DOS Chairman ISRO Dr. S. Somnath. We take leave from you. Goodbye.
That's it?
इस मिशन में मुख्य
That is
उपग्रह को
awesome.
सफलतापूर्वक अंतर्क्षेपित करने के पश्चात
I'm pretty sure all of them are
mission
sweating
जारी है.
under there.
पोयम प्रयोगों के लिए
Well,
कुछ ही क्षणों में हम
dinner's gonna be good, huh?
द्वारा भाषण सुनेंगे.
dinner's gonna be good.
इसके साथ ही हम आपसे आज्ञा लेते हैं. शुभ
Wow.
रात्रि.
I mean, their live stream is just so cool. Like, different angles, different voiceovers and stuff. Like, in my live stream, sometimes I forget to turn on the mic. How about that? Okay. It would have been awesome to see if they tried to, launch and what do you call it? Let the booster come back, like SpaceX does. But it's okay. I mean,
I'm really happy to
Oh,
announce
whoa.
the
Listen.
successful accomplishment of the launch of PSLV C60 for the SPADEX mission.
C60. Corvette
Rocket
C60.
has placed the satellites in the right orbit, which is 475 kilometer circular orbit.
475 kilometers. Okay.
That's only one part of the mission, injection of the SPADEX satellites. Now, in another 15 minutes, the fourth stage of PSLV will change its orbit from 475 kilometer to 350 kilometer lower
Okay.
orbit
Okay.
by first phase of firing. And also, the second phase of firing will be at about 1
Second
hour,
phase.
20 minutes later.
Oh,
after
wow.
liftoff. So that process is continuing to enable POEM operations to happen. Further to that, the spacecraft is also going to wait for the solar panel deployment. So the
Wait
team
for solar panel deployment.
spacecraft is looking at whether the panels are deployed or not. So we'll get a confirmation soon. So as far as we are concerned, the
So, okay,
mission
so
is,
this
very
primary
well,
live stream
as
was
far as the rocket
to
is concerned. So it has placed the satellite in the right orbit.
send the two SpadeX
The
satellites.
SpadeX 2 satellites are moved. You would have seen in the animation that they moved little one behind the other. So over the period of time, for the days, it will pick up further distance, travel to almost a 20-kilometer distance away.
Ah, okay.
And then the rendezvous and docking process will start. And we hope that the docking process can happen in another 1 week. The nominal time is going to be approximately 7th of January. So I'm waiting for the panel deployment status.
Exactly 1
I think you have the status? Yes.
Oh, you have? Oh, yes. Oh, he's excited.
Panels for the satellites have been deployed successfully.
Okay, class for that.
Congratulations to the entire team of the PSLV project who put the satellite in the right orbit. Also the SPADEX team who worked very innovative, novel, cost-effective docking demonstration.
Very cost-effective, I'm pretty sure.
Small satellite bus architecture. So congratulations.
A lot cheaper than Red One.
And also two very important parts of this mission is a POEM-4, where we have 24 payloads hosted,
24.
which are from the startups,
Dr. S. Somanath,
industries,
Secretary,
academic institutions,
DOS.
research laboratories, and also from ISRO centers. All the R&D payloads are there waiting for testing in the coming days, in fact in months. So congratulations to them for successful accomplishment of all the mission objectives through the POEM. So once again, thank you. Before I hand over, I would like to request the mission director, Mr. Jayakumar, to speak a few words.
Director,
Thank you, sir.
light it up. A DJ, spin dash.
To Team ISRO for venturing into the exciting domain of space docking. This mission is once again a POEM-intensive mission. We have 24 payloads on board, and congratulations to the team who have developed these payloads adhering to our schedules. And congratulations to InSpace for facilitating the delivery of these payloads. This time we are flying the indigenous Vikram 3201 is the mission.
China has built their 6th gen. Oh, wait.
Experiments like space robots doing debris capture. And
space robots?
Then plasmaspheric.
Yeah, I was saying China has put their 6th gen fighter jets, but at least ISRO is ahead in space.
In fact, we had 2 launches of PSLV from
You win Shaw, you lose Shaw.
So after the first launch, the SDC team, SHAR team, was very quick in refurbishing the launch pad. Special thanks to them, and also to the teams in VSSC. We also had the movement of the fully integrated vehicle that is up to the PS4 stage from PIF to MST. So let me thank the STS.
Okay. That's a little too thick even for my.
On this occasion,
for my engineering knowledge.
Role model for all of us and all the center directors for the ardent support provided, and to the mission executives.
Because he used so much abbreviation, it's like, wait, what?
Raghavendra and Surendran, who have worked as a coherent team.
Okay, here's the credits.
SDS and SR agencies spread across different centers.
Is that the credits roll credits?
Launch on schedule. Let me take this opportunity to thank chairman and members of Lab, MRR, FRR, ORC, and all the DRTs for the.
Look at MRR, FRR. I have no idea.
I place on record our deep appreciation for our industry partners for the key role they play in realizing differences.
Thank the sponsor.
The integration of the vehicle as per schedule. Let me also thank my own PSLV project team for their tireless efforts put in for the past few months. Thanks to the admin and auxiliary staff who have supported our campaign activities. Finally, I thank our dear family members for understanding us and providing.
He's the director, right?
For keeping our mission successful. Wishing all of you a happy New Year 2025. Jai Hind.
Oh wow! I mean, that was a full of
the docking experiment,
information packed.
Long journey in terms of conceptualization, the architecture of these 2 satellites that came about, and building it over many years of work done by the team at URSC, UR Satellite Center. The current satellite project director will speak to you now.
Current project director. Oh, there it is. Light it up. Light him up. Oh, chill guy. He's a chill guy. Oh, listen. Focus.
And my dear colleagues.
Okay.
To all of you.
Oh, how's my mic, man? He just made my mic conscious. He made me mic conscious. And Surendran, spacecraft director. Damn. Look at the title. Spacecraft director. It's not a movie director, not a music video director, spacecraft director.
And I'm happy to share the news that our solar panels are successfully deployed.
Oh wow, solar panels are deployed.
Or on their journey.
So you might think that space has no sunlight. No, it has sunlight when it's facing the sun, I mean, it goes around like that. So imagine this light source on my face. This is the sun. This is the earth. So the two PSLVs will be doing this. I mean, they'll be going like that. Okay. So when they'll be facing the sun, then their solar panels will power their batteries, and they will, keep continue their journey.
I would like to crossing this important milestone of our space.
Now listen, watching the rocket launch and satellites launch is cool, but this is the nitty-gritty of it. It's like behind the scenes.
Also, I would like to put on record
There's a director's cut.
gratitude and appreciation to all our earlier program directors, project directors, and
Spacecraft director
for their significant contribution. Also, SPADEX has undergone a thorough review mechanisms.
Thorough review mechanism.
I would like to put on record my sincere appreciation and gratitude.
I mean, seriously though, India has went to the moon, went to Mars. So at least in the space race between India versus China, India is ahead. But in military might, India has a little bit of catching up to do. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
At vendor produces for the first time.
But 6th gen fighter jet, that is.
Many other industries also have.
I mean, I kept a close eye on that. Even I'm like, they did it, huh?
Packages. I would like to take
Imagine a Cold War when US versus Russia, right? The space race was the whole thing. Espionage and space race, right? So between US and USSR, now it's India and China. At least in the space. Still, ISRO has done a really good job in even transporting a lot of satellites,
for their sincere and untiring hard work,
especially since they figured out to reusable. So yeah, I mean
I'm sure that with that
apex of the summit, Elon Musk, man, he ignited the interest of space, rockets, and going to the outside orbit, and going to the moon and Mars.
Happy advanced New Year. Jai Hind.
Oh, happy advanced New Year. Oh, for sure. For sure.
Thank you, Surendran, the satellite director.
Satellite director. I mean, the designation is so cool, satellite director.
Is the operation of the SPADEX docking. I think very
when is it?
Architecture of the docking mechanism and the further mission.
So these two satellites will dock.
Validated using extensive
so two SPADEX satellites, they're going further apart. So they will dock at some point in time.
There will be a few days of gap. And the operations
the Pujari.
Control center from
no Indian ceremony, no Indian event goes by without having a Pujari. And did you see that Chinese flag pop up in the chat?
Good evening.
Okay, light it up, man.
Congratulations to everyone.
Light the mic on fire.
This spectacular and perfect launch of the SPADEX 01 and 02 satellites into the circular.
The SPADEX satellites were named A and B, but he said 01 and 02. He's a big brain guy. And I'm just a YouTuber reacting to it, so I wouldn't know.
The activity for us starts now.
M. Sankaran, Director, URSC.
Oh,
you saw that? It's a tiny Easter egg, like UPSC. Just add a small dash to it, URSC. Such a, like all of their designations are so cool, right? Spacecraft Director, what do you call it? SPADEX Mission Director, Managing Director. Like,
at this point,
it's something you would see in video games, right?
Propulsion system on one of the two satellites.
We have a warrior, space warrior strengths, spacefaring race civilization, space weapon engineer, something like that.
We have to wait for 4 days.
4 days.
The appropriate sun orientation for the docking.
Okay. 4 days for sun orientation docking. Okay.
In this orbit, the sun is going to go all around the spacecraft body. So we require another 4 days of wait for the sun relative position to come favorable conditions so that
okay, right. If there is a sun, imagine this light source is the sun and this is the earth. The earth and these two satellites, SPADEX A, SPADEX B, will be orbiting the earth, right? And then the earth itself is also going around the sun, right? So yeah, so and it's winter time, so it's in any case it's further away from the sun. So I think 4 days later you'll be in the right correct orientation. Okay, 4 days, huh?
Which will enable us to evaluate the software logics which are there in the spacecraft, and also the several new sensors that have been developed by our laboratory for electro-optic systems, Bangalore. These sensors will be one by one evaluated for their fitness for initiating this docking sequence.
But I haven't really read through what the as in the total mission objectives. And every mission has an objective, right? The SPADEX was it's for the sun, I think. But again, I didn't read the whole mission briefing.
Required movement between the two satellites without actually deviating too
military
much
uniform.
So the sensors do not lose a line of sight among these two. It's a very innovative way this has been done. And once we reach
give us something interesting. Come on, baby.
The final 3 meters. The final
3
guidance
algorithm
will be initiated, which will
do
be
we have
constant
the
velocity.
Oh no, we of course
Constant velocity
live captioning was not available.
With the constant velocity of about 10 millimeters per second,
10 millimeters per second
will go and enter into the target satellite.
Okay.
This will be detected by another sensor on board the satellite.
So these two satellites are supposed to dock at some point in time.
Sequence inside the two satellites. So with the initiation of this sequence, the latches will be released, and the
he's going detailed. I mean, this is beyond my power of explanation.
Both sides the satellite will try to
I can't even imagine it. I mean, he's going very detailed. I know of what he's trying to say, but even for me, I can comprehend it because it's a lot more advanced even for me.
Chaser satellite, and the two satellites will
I haven't done my aeronautical engineering.
And here the rigidization will be carried out. That means that
I have watched a whole bunch of watched and also during my own time in engineering. I have also been exposed to a lot of these things. At the same time,
and then
when it comes down to actual, like the International Space Station, like one part and the second part and second part and second part, even this one, like unless I visualize it, as in I see the actual animation of it, I cannot really imagine. Use your imagination for that.
And that will also be seen on that day of the docking itself. After this, the combined two satellite composite will be controlled by the control system of one of the satellite.
Okay.
This is also an important new requirement enabling technology for future. Where
Sir, you're going too detailed.
To the International Space
Sir, you're going to lose the crowd. Sir, there were at the peak, there were 70,000 people who are watching this ISRO's live stream. Now we just dropped to 23.
That is going to be demonstrated. Then the two satellites will get separated and move away so that the independent payload operations will happen. So this is the sequence of activities.
Wow.
We are hoping that
we will
achieve this.
He said the sequence really in a detailed way. But it was a bit more advanced for me, even for me. So
our logics,
not that I'm a spacefaring genius, Mass Effect Andromeda level intellectual guy in space engineering, but still I have an interest in it, but it's not enough.
Of, our teams, because as Chairman mentioned, this work as a thought experiment started in around 1989.
Okay, as a thought experiment started in 1989.
Nobody thought that this is required for us, but the tenacity is seen, so that finally.
I mean, true. After 1969, once USA put men on the moon, after that, okay, we won. Now there's no more
several test beds,
no more fire or drive or motivation. required to go to space.
Validating the mechanism
And only after Elon Musk, because he badly wanted to go to space. And Mars, what is space? He want to go to Mars. And to go to Mars, you have to go to the moon and then there.
And as Project
So
Director
yeah,
already mentioned,
so he has helped spark
this is
the,
one of the trailblazers
or rather
for our industry
reheat
involvement in
the
satellite
fire
integration
to
and
go to
testing.
space.
So far,
I've
large
always
satellites have
been
not been
interested in
placed in
space
the
things,
industry by themselves.
spacey things.
This is the first
I always
time
wondered
these
though,
two
as a kid,
satellites have been
huh,
integrated
we
and
still
tested
haven't
in
gone
the
back.
industry, and we hope that this is going to be the first of several such satellites which will be done by the industry on their own. That is what we all wish. And
You know, all the
once again, let me
scientists that are
thank,
right there
PSLV
and in
team
the
for
whole
providing a perfect launch,
building,
because
they
this
know
part
exactly what
is
he's
hard
saying.
work done.
But for the
So
rest
that
of
has,
us, I
happened
mean,
now
it's
that
a
this
little
part
bit,
has
even for
come.
me,
And,
like, I
I'm sure
am
our
interested.
teams right
But
now
sir,
at
sir,
Bangalore
it's too complicated, sir.
satellite and preparing for the next
In words.
operations are going to be busy
At least
for
show
the
us
next
some
2 days.
pictures.
Thank you very much
This,
for your
and then this,
patience,
then this.
for hearing me the whole thing, and wish you all the very best for very, very happy New Year, because
Happy
this
New
year
Year, sir.
started on a bang with the ExpoSat launch again by PSLV on January 1st, and we are ending this year almost on the last day
All
of the
right.
year with another PSLV launch with the SPADEX, which is a technology
This year, January, there was a
mission.
PSLV launch.
What else we can ask for when we are working in a technology organization? And this is our gift, New Year gift to the nation, Indian nation. Thank
Aww,
you. Jai
how
Hind.
sweet.
Thank you so much. What I need to say that already has been told by Shankaran. I won't prolong. With me, my team, especially the directors of our centers are here. To save time, I am not requesting each one to speak, but their contribution in providing the systems for the rocket as well as the satellites is really important. Their leadership for building the very resilient, innovative team. And specifically today, I would like to thank each one of you for your contribution and work, and that is what is...
A leader always thanks his team, but the leader takes the hit. Let's say SPADEX Mission blew up, so he would have been the first one to say it was under my jurisdiction. We did not do due diligence, and it's on me. So that's the quality of a leader.
Tomorrow morning. The orbit of the PSO stage will change to 350 kilometers, where the POEM payloads will be initiated. Based on the ground commands, each of the payloads will be tested. There are very interesting payloads on board, which many of you would have already read from our websites about the robotics.
I'm sorry, I did not read the website. I just saw there's a SPADEX Mission gonna be live stream, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to see that.
In the POEM, so we have the teams from many startups, industries, academic institutions, enabled by InSpace to be brought to the POEM. There are 10 teams from NGEs, and there are
still 23 people in the chat. They're just firing up the chat, really.
Various technologies, and we wish that all of them go very well. And that is a work for...
I don't think any one of them can either. They won't sleep, or they will have the best sleep of the year.
At this moment,
because they're all excited. Oh, after the last 6-7 months work is finally done, now we can sleep. Or none of them can sleep because it's yes, we did it. It's not the end anyways.
So until we announce that mission, let me say good night and bye from Sadish Dhawan Space Center.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Good night, sir. Wow. Okay. Even for me, it's good night time. Okay, they're getting up. They're getting up. Okay, right. Even for me, it's good night time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.